All right, we good. All right, so welcome to the Book the Busy podcast. This is
Thank you.
it's just like that. It's raw. Like I come in, I'm all flustered, I'm all over the place. I gather myself, and then here we are.
I love it.
Yes. So we here with Jaden,
Yes.
and okay, what's your company name?
Lifestyle Design Homes.
Lifestyle Design Homes. Okay, so before we get into like who you are and everything, I just want to like talk about how like we came upon each other.
Yeah.
I'm in Lehigh Acres for the first time. Turn it out. I'm in Lehigh Acres with a buyer because I just get into vacant land sales, right? So we're down here, we're looking at our lot, and we're on the, what's this, east? Yeah, we're on the eastern coast. So
Yeah.
for us, like Lehigh Acres is like, there's like it's the middle. There's not much out there. There's nothing to do.
Uncharted territory.
So we get out there, and we're on our way to our lot. We see an open house. We're like, open house? How she do it? Like, who's coming? So we like, let's check it out. And we go in there. It's like, it's so far between from sign to sign. I'm like, we lost the track. So number one, the interesting part was I'm expecting to get there and call the agent. And I called you, and then I'm asking you about like, hey, did you help the builder do this? And you're like, well, I'm actually the president of the company, so I'm actually the builder. I'm like,
I'm not the president.
okay, well, we gonna redo it. And you're like, well, I'm actually like, I am the company, so I mean,
Yeah.
I built it, so this is what I did. I'm like, that's crazy. So number one, my questions was like, what was first? Were you a realtor first, or like, did you? Okay, so
I don't even. Actually, it was
All
kind.
right.
They were kind of.
your story. All right, so we into it now. So
Yeah.
we'll do the semantics later. So all right, while we on this topic, so yes, please, how did you get to builder status?
So, the realtor status and the builder status were kind of simultaneous, and they were dependent on each other.
Yeah.
My family and I, we decided that we wanted to start a home building company. My dad has been in commercial construction for 20 plus years, so he's very versed in that. My stepmother, she's an interior designer, so she does the design, and I was just like kind of interested in real estate, so I was like, let me get my real estate license, let me direct the sales department, and let me start a real estate career at the same time. So they kind of happened at the same time.
Yeah. So okay. So I guess that kind of answers my follow up question, because I'll ask you anyway. It was gonna be, so how did you go the route of from realtor? Normally people go from realtor, investor, and they're just like flipping properties, just rehabbing. What made you say, I know we're not gonna? Well, I guess what made your dad think, instead of rehabbing and renovating, let's just build it from the ground up? Why is that better?
So we're originally from Maryland. I moved here 3 years ago because I graduated from Florida Atlantic University. So I migrated here first, and my family followed me. And they were in the process of getting their home built in Naples, Florida, by a home builder that was out there, and they had a terrible experience.
Yeah.
And after that, we just turned it around, and we was like, we're gonna give these people an experience that they're not obviously getting in this
Yeah.
market, because it took 3 years for their house to get finished, and
Yeah.
we built houses in 3 to 4 months. So
Wow. Okay. So see, as you see my follow up questions, they always have a
Yeah.
nice flow. So I was gonna ask, so like on average, so if someone wanted to like say, I want a brand new house, and they hire you to build it, what is like the average turnaround time?
from the time that you get the permitting, because the permitting can take a while just depending on what kind of house you're building, how big it is, where it is. But from permitting, it takes like 3 to 4 months.
Okay. So are you just out there looking for lots, or how do you stumble upon like the right lot for the family to build on?
So for spec builds or like custom builds, because we do
Kind of
both.
both. Yeah. I guess let's start with so a custom build was like, I'm a buyer, I want you to build this house for me. A
Yes.
spec build is we have the blueprint.
Yes.
All right, so let's start there. Let's first
is-
break down what is a spec build. Why did you start develop like the concept of a spec build? Like why builders use it?
Yeah.
And then
So to get our foot in the ground, basically, we're a new company. We started about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So to get our foot in the ground, we started with spec builds. We have about like 15 lots in our queue right now that we're just building on and selling them. But we do want to be a custom builder. Our first priority is to be a custom builder. You bring us a lot and we build on it for you, or we can find you a lot and build on it for you as well. But having a custom customer is the experience that we really want to provide for people, because my parents had such a terrible experience with their house, and we want to really handhold you through this extensive process, because building your home is like one of the most important things that you're going to do in your entire life. So making sure that my customer understands every step of the process is like our number one priority, and making sure that they get everything that they want,
yeah.
because it's your house.
Yeah, this is actually like perfect timing that we're here, because I've really been trying to like, because we know the market changing, interest rates are going here. I mean, it's kind of, they're all over the place. We don't know where the market's going to go. So what's happening is people are kind of like hesitant about buying a home for themselves, but I'm finding that vacant land is still a great opportunity.
Yes.
So
Especially
I
in
just
Lehigh.
I've just been trying to find a builder to get on here so we can just talk about like the process, how it works, and like if I want to buy it, I understand like you can't finance the land, but you can finance the build out.
That's not true. If you write the land in the deal,
Yeah.
like if you write in the land in the deal, you can finance it together. Yes.
I see. Like if you're purchasing the plans and everything like all one time.
Well, no, like if somebody brings a lot that they have and they want us to build on it,
Yeah.
they can write that in the deal and include that in the financing.
Oh, and then y'all will buy the lot.
Yeah.
The builders.
Yeah.
The builders
we-
finance
we-
it.
yeah,
You
we-
don't go to a
Yeah,
mortgage
yeah,
broker for
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. We
This
would
is why we're
finance-
here. This is what
yeah,
people need to know. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So this is okay. So
We would finance.
would they
it.
come to you like at what phase of their like decision to build a house do they come see you like?
in the very beginning?
So as soon as you say I want to build a house, they go
Literally.
straight to a builder.
Straight to a builder,
Okay.
and straight to us specifically because if you don't even have a lot, I can literally find a lot for you.
'Cause
We
that's
have
your
a team of
thing.
People that can find a lot for you. So I think what makes me unique and what I can sell people is that I can sell your current house
Mhm.
and I can build you a
Build
brand
you a
new
new
house.
one.
And I can find you a lot for your new house. And I
Yeah.
can do this, and I can do that. So
Yeah, that's what I'm realizing. A lot of people that recently sold their property like during this, heightened area, like they're now like, well, now what? I need to use all that money and buy another house, but it costs more to buy the house I wanted.
It literally.
Right, so I'm like, well, look, building isn't out because they got the equity and liquid that they could just
Yeah.
buy the lot. So okay, so that's good to know. So
It's
if-
extremely affordable.
Yeah.
And it's within reach for sure.
and that's another thing I was looking at. The property you built there, what was that model called?
It was a Jordan.
A
It was
Jordan,
named
yes.
after
All right,
me.
that was, you named those. That was
Yeah.
first of all, that was a very nice. I did not expect the open house to look
Thank
the
you.
way it looked, and it was like it was over.
Thank you.
Like so when you let me break it down. So when you walk into the open house, it looks like you're in like a new builder showroom kind of
Yeah.
like you forget you're in a house the way you do each bedroom naturally it's just a basic room, nothing
Yeah.
to see, but you're like, okay, no, so this is where you'll see our models. So you take them in the room, come on, so this is the Jordan, this is this
Mhm.
model. I loved what you did with the master bathroom. Was that your mom did that?
Yeah, my stepmom. She's
the
is
tub
here
in the
in daughter,
shower?
Yes.
That's a
Yeah,
nice touch.
It's a wet room.
A wet room, that looked
Yes.
very expensive.
It's oversized.
Yeah, so all of this to say like the caliber of, like what you gave in this house, the price was $449. Yeah, $449, $999.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So I was just thinking, like, how much does it cost to like build? So you're selling now. That's when you built that. So imagine there's like equity built into that price.
Absolutely.
If I wanted to say buy a house, I know you can't give like a price, of course, but let's just say give a range. Like if I wanted to purchase a 4-bedroom versus buy, what's the best way to explain this to give people the way to look at this?
In Lehigh compared to where?
Let's just call it Lehigh. Yeah, so let's just say we have a lot. 10,000 square foot for $20,000. Is that a good way to like give this example?
In Lehigh, that's a great price.
Yeah. Okay. So I spent $20,000 on a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Around, we can't give us that number, but around, what do you think somebody will spend to like put a house on it? Like, I just need a place to stay.
For like a 4.2.
We could call it like from like you just want it to, you could just move into it versus, you want it nice,
But like that's the thing. All our houses are nice.
They're just
like,
nice. Yeah,
we
y'all don't
just-
do bad.
We
Y'all-
naturally include
I get that.
upgrades. We
That's true.
naturally everything is luxury. Like
Yeah.
our base
You
model
already there.
is
It's
not
new.
even like base. Like you
Yeah.
automatically are
really
getting
not.
luxury.
That's
Like
true.
that model is that model is one of our Noir series, which is one of our more upgraded one. But taking a couple things out of that, you're still getting a
Yeah.
very nice house.
Yeah.
But like it starts at like I would say if you were getting like a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, it would probably start at like $350 for you to build, not including your lot.
Okay, so I mean, you would buy that finished for in the 5s
Yeah.
in some cities,
Yeah.
probably more. Okay, that's something really good to look at. So, and the important thing to look at is like, no matter where the property is, it costs the same amount to build that. Well, around because I know there's
Yeah,
variables.
it costs
but,
the same price to build the model in whatever area.
so that's
The
why y'all
lot-
do.
the lot is what really determines it
variable.
because you can get a 1/4 acre lot
Yeah.
in Lehigh Acres for $15K.
I get
You
that.
cannot get a quarter lot
You can't.
for $15K in Naples or
Yeah.
Bonita Springs or any of the other surrounding areas. So that
Yeah.
definitely plays a
I
part.
mean, what led y'all to Lehigh?
It's up and coming.
Yeah, for me, I was just talking to a friend that, long story short, he recently got out of jail, got a job as a cold caller at a wholesaling company. And he was just telling me, like, we were just talking, because I get advice. I want advice from, like, everybody. Like, you got advice, give it to me.
Mhm.
So he was just telling me, like, yeah, man, so we could do a lot of deals in Lehigh Acres, bro. You got to go out to Lehigh Acres. He started staying there for a little bit. I'm like, Lehigh, what is that? He was like, bro. So this is years later. I'm back looking at it. And then so it's just interesting that, like, you're doing, like, actual developments there. Like, it's
Yeah.
really, like, I'm watching it pick up.
It's picking up.
All
and
the houses, the oldest house I saw was, like, 2009.
Yeah, it hasn't been around that long. The people are migrating there, and even like the market has changed between this year and last year because last year we had bought the lot that you
Mhm.
saw. We bought that last February for $10,000.
The lots around it are vacant. Are you getting those too?
The one across the street. The one across the street, we tried to get it. Somebody got it for us.
Oh man.
Definitely looking on the rest on that street.
Yeah, because you could build a block. Like you have the opportunity to build a block in South Florida, which is crazy.
Yes, but that's what I'm starting to get into is like getting like prop stream and just like calling Expire people on the streets that we're already building on. So want to sell me your lot? Want to sell me your lot?
Yeah.
And that's really how you can create a development without creating
it's the groundwork. That's it. A lot of people come in here and say that same thing. Like you got to get the list, go out there and do that groundwork. Like you can't just, you're a whole builder and you're not just sitting there waiting on people to come to you. So I get that. That's cool. Yeah. I guess while we're on that topic, that leads me to, this is because the price is like so set. This is why you do the, what do you call it when you have set models that you just build everywhere? Like
spec building.
Spec building. Yeah. Okay, so it's kind of like you have your numbers and then you're just looking for a lot that you could plug in, kind of.
Yeah, basically, like we just So I create like phases, like what the selections are going to be, what the floor plans are going to be, so that all of that is already predetermined, and I already have specific lot criteria for what I'm looking for, and I just find a lot, we buy it, and then we build on it.
Okay, so all right,
everything's already pre-planned.
Yeah, there's a lot of breakaway questions here, so it's gonna go a lot. All right, so on this note, just always in my head. So let's just say we covered like if I'm a homeowner and I want to build a house. So what about I'm an investor? I don't like the numbers on these duplexes on the market right now. I want to build one. Here's a lot. How like.
So the cool thing about building with us for investors is you only have, like we were just talking, you only have to pay the price to get the home built, and then we have an administrative fee, which isn't anything too crazy just for building the house. So basically, you get your money for investment, and we can help you after. We can help you do property management.
That's cool because you're
like,
that's cool.
It's a one-stop
you have
shop
a full
for so
real
things.
estate go-to place. Yes. Okay, but y'all focus is new construction because you're the new. Okay, so also on the note of Lehigh being so like up and coming, it's like relative. I would call it new just because like it's new to us, but they don't have much infrastructure. Like not to say like I look. When I analyze like a lot, I'm looking at how far you got to drive to Publix. Where's the hospital? Like you got to drive like a good 15 minutes to. So because it as a commercial builder, has he thought of like, oh, this is perfect. We're gonna build the houses, then build the things for them to do. Like, is that why you chose?
That's not why we chose it. Yeah. Honestly, if I complete 100% honest with you, I really don't know how we stumbled upon Lehigh Acres. I don't know how it came to us.
You just got there.
But we just got there.
Yeah. Okay.
And maybe somebody else knows why, but me personally, I don't even know how we got there, but we did. But the closest things are like within a 3 to 5 mile radius. I would say you can get to the grocery store, which is a little bit farther for some people. Yeah. But like I said, it's up and coming.
It's opportunity.
There's so much opportunity out there. So many more jobs are being created out there. So it's only a matter of time before you can walk down the street and you can have all the things that you want. So
that's how I
just tell people to stay down.
Yeah, I get it. That's how I look at it. When I see areas like this, like, okay, house. Where's the corner store? So it's just like I tell my investors, like, look, you're building houses now, but you could always like, especially that y'all does your dad like still have interest in doing commercial builds, or he just focuses on? That's perfect. So house, and then so this is how you put. Okay, and then I guess my follow-up question on investors, because I kind of want to throw it away, but I'll throw it out there anyway, just see, maybe you could answer it. It was going to be, so investors, they want to usually build like multifamily, I'd imagine. Yeah. So is there like a major cost difference in that versus, because, okay, here's an example of the way, this is why I want to throw it away. So I'm just imagining you build a 4-bedroom house, you have this many walls and structure beams and all of that. The real difference in the multifamily, I would imagine, would just be like there's more bathrooms and kitchens over here.
You mean like a duplex? Yeah.
Yeah, like is it significantly more expensive to build a multifamily versus a single? Like a duplex, of course.
We have two duplex. We have two duplex floor plans in our queue right now. We have 10 floor plans total right now. And the bottom duplex is only like $500,000 to build. Okay. So it's not a significant.
Would you know like how many bedrooms you get for that? Like just to give like
on both sides, you'll have 6 total.
3 bedrooms on this side, and 3 bedrooms.
Three, 2 on each side. Okay. For 500, it starts at.
And then to build the 4, or what did we say before? A 3-bedroom house, we said around like 350. What was 350? Like around
like 350.
Okay, so that's not bad. Like another 200. You got 2 of them things, and then you ain't paying no association fees. You just bought the lot. Live on the other. Rent out a boat. Okay, that's cool. Wow. So it's still under $1 million, because people are spending like almost $1 million for a duplex, but you can buy the lot and build it. Buy the lot
and the lots in Lehigh. For a duplex lot, you can get a lot in Lehigh for like 40.
You can.
Nothing.
This is crazy.
And then we have like one of our investor clients. We specifically, tell you which lot you should build on first based off what's selling in the area. Like, we give you a whole rundown. So it's like we walk you through every step of the process.
Okay, so as far as like your spec bills, when you're looking at lots, I'm recently getting into lots. So in my class, I learned like there's different like phases that land. Like you got the blue flag and all. Is there a phase that you try to not go under? Like as far as like, would you not take raw, absolutely raw? Like you don't care. You'll whatever the condition, you'll like figure it out from there. Like how are you picking what an ideal lot is for you versus this is a no, I don't want it?
Yeah, we're very strategic with the lot picking.
Okay.
It has to have houses on the since Lehigh is so up
Spread
and coming
out,
and spread out. It has to have other houses on that street.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be a selling factor for anybody. I'm not going to live on a street where there's no houses at all.
That's kind of like there's houses like on our street, but like down the street.
Yeah.
So FPL actually, well, not FPL. This is Lee Power. They actually have to like bring poles down to us, and that's the cost. So that's another thing people are not thinking about. Yeah. So when you say like on our street, like if you're on this street and then you cross the street and then there's houses, that's a no buy. Okay.
You gotta be next to it or
because you're not trying to have them come out and bring poles down. You just you ain't got time for that.
House directly next to it or a house directly across.
Got it. Because you know a lot of the figuring out is already kind of figured out.
Basically, and then. I mean, just walking the lots and getting the proper surveys done and the due diligence and just doing my proper research and making sure that there's no turtles and making sure that there's no nests or debris or trash or anything because it's just like since Lehigh is so like not a lot of people know about it, they think they can leave trash there or they think it can dump. Like we've had lots where people have dumped all types of stuff on the lot.
Because you think no one's there watching it because you don't see anybody, but you'll be surprised. That reminds me on the turtle because our lot is actually – there's a canal that goes to, I think, the Gulf of Mexico, probably. Is that where it goes, probably? And, my buyer, he's driving like, that's like a turtle nest out there. So, luckily, I had just met you. Yeah. And then you was like, oh, I'll probably do a DEP. I don't even know what that is. You know, I'm thinking, okay, we'll do a survey. Let's go look at it, you know. But even then, like, turtles, they could get up, cross over the street, and then come in. So, we actually didn't do it. I set it up.
And they didn't
I said, just pay this invoice. It's okay.
I mean, it's not necessary. But it's like I would hate for you not to get it, and then
because they don't leave it. Like even if they leave, they're coming back. Like this is their spot. Yeah, this is the spot.
And you cannot build with.
He's gonna have to. I mean, he rolling the dice.
I mean, hey.
Some people just roll the dice. Some people just roll the dice. So I'm here for you know. Okay, so cool. So I mean, did you immediately like get your real estate license and say I'm here to help the family we doing building, or did you try just your own thing for a while and then say, you know what, I guess we could work together?
No, the company, I guess the company came before my real estate license because I was like still in real estate school and we were already like building up the company. So y'all started,
okay.
We had already started and we were just in the building it up process. So we weren't actually building on anything. So I didn't need to be licensed for any of the things that I was doing, but just starting a department and getting it together and doing the grunt work before I got licensed finally. Yeah. And then even when I did get licensed, I didn't jump right into like selling houses for other people because I wanted to just
you got to focus on what our needs are. What do we look for? Yeah. I get that.
And that takes a lot.
Yeah.
And then sometimes like Jaden the realtor comes second, but this is the legacy right here. So
yeah, that's true. Okay. I mean, how long you been in like the real estate? Like, when did you decide? What were you doing before real estate? You could pick which question you answer first.
Well, first, I'm only 21.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay, you just got here. Either way, this is new. You was chilling.
Yeah. I was in college.
Yeah. Okay.
And in my second year of college, I decided that I didn't want to work for anybody else, and I wanted to be the boss, and I wanted to be a mogul.
Yeah. So what did you major in? Like, what did you try? What did you decide to major in?
Criminal justice.
Yeah, I feel that. I was gonna be a paramedic. I was gonna be a SWAT medic. That was my plan. I went to EMT school. I was gonna be a paramedic, and I was gonna join the police academy to do SWAT. Oh yeah. Just so I could like be in the back, like you good? I got you. Like that was me. I ain't gonna be in the front. That's not me.
You had it all set out.
Yeah, it's so interesting. Like, I don't think anybody in real estate actually planned to do real estate in the beginning. No. It's like you just realize this is best for you.
Literally, I was actually like, I was 18 and I was trying to buy my own house, like thinking that this is, and I didn't know anything about actually buying a house. I'm just like,
you tried. Yeah.
I want to buy a house. Like I'm gonna do it and. That's really what jump-started me into liking real estate because I realized I didn't know anything about it. And it's like, how you about to buy a house and you don't even know?
That thought alone, some people, like, to this day still don't have it. Yeah. Like, I'm 33 and I just said, all right, I'm ready to buy a house. Let's do it. Just because I was always so scared of, like, if this break, I got to fix it. I got to fix my man, you fix it for me. I don't want to deal with that.
But you don't think about I was 18 not thinking about those things. I'm just like, a house looks shiny and I want it. Yeah. Not even knowing what the upkeep is, what goes into it, what's a mortgage, like any of that. So just educating myself was my number one priority. And it was just so ironic that my parents had that idea to start the company. And then I was had that same idea to become a real estate agent in like that same month. So it was just like God really had aligned.
Yeah.
That for me.
I get
my
that.
Family, I feel.
I get that. All right. So I guess I lost my question. It's okay. That happens to me all the time. I'm gonna edit this while I think, because you know when you hold the question but you don't want to interrupt.
I got you.
And then it just
and
is real so
it.
yeah, it's okay. I remember now. Okay, I remember now. Okay, so as far as like I'm a buyer, I'm having my own house built by you.
Mm-hmm.
What due diligence like are you guys covering for me versus what should I be looking for on my own? Like, for example, should I as a buyer have my own inspection company come in, or like that's all part of it because the city won't close the permits unless it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do I need to know coming into this?
I mean, don't really need to know anything. I mean, I feel
I'll
like
take care of it all.
It's our job to educate you. If there's something that you don't know, I've got lot guys, I've got sellers guys, I've got buyers guys. It's my job to be a resource to anybody who walks in those lifestyle design homes doors. Like, you are covered every step of the way. You don't have to come knowing anything.
I get that. Have you considered like just because you only need 2 years to be a broker. Have you considered just being a broker and just making it lifestyle design, the brokerage, and just?
I need to get a little bit more experience under my belt for sure.
I learned that.
But I would definitely be starting a brokerage in the next 5 years.
That's fine. Yeah, definitely don't rush it. I rushed it. So I started real estate at 23, and I probably did 2 years straight, like literally maybe 2 to 3. I don't remember. A very short time. And then someone approached me because he's a broker in Wisconsin and wanted to be a broker here. So I upgraded my license to let's do it, because I've only ever worked for small brokerages, so I don't really, I don't know the difference between. I just know I can do this on my own. So I opened it, didn't work out as a partner, went on my own, built this huge team, got up to 15 agents, and I'm just like, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I'm stressed out, I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm like, I skipped a step. So I ran it, and literally we're talking like 2-3 weeks ago, probably like even after I saw, like, when I talked to you, that was like right when I was just making this decision, and I'm actually gonna like downgrade from a broker and just go to as a team under Keller Williams, because I feel like when I first became a realtor, I'm thinking about expenses and fees and how much y'all want from me. But now that I've done it, I tried it on my own, and I see what all you really get from. I'm not pitching Keller Williams or any company, but obviously, like,
I'm
you
Keller
see,
Williams.
You're Keller Williams?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna come to your office. Come to my office. Yeah. That's cool. But I just realized, like, the bigger agents I would see, like, they're probably Keller Williams, or if they're like their own brokerage or something, it's probably because like they spent like the last 10 years at Keller. It's like you go there for the training.
Yeah, you do.
I'm looking at it as I'm going to college for a couple of years. That's how I'm looking at it.
That's how I look at it too.
Yeah.
All the different events that they do. Like, I went to the family reunion in February, and I'm
cool.
going to the agent camp in Texas in August. Like,
I
love all these types of events and learning this type of stuff. Like, I would never like just jump into something that I know is not. It's not the.
So you have the systems. I'm coming in because I don't have any systems. I don't have like a set way of doing things. So I just figure everything out as I go, and that's how I'm teaching my team. So as a result, like, I'm holding you out. I'm holding them back. I'm not really giving them the best. So that's kind of where my transition I'm in now. Like, I let everybody know, and it's like that gray area where like everybody kind of stop responding because everybody thinking like, do I want to go? But
I think a team would be a good way to turn that around.
I just wanted a team, but I built a brokerage because I felt like it was too hard to get somebody to understand you got to pay me plus the brokerage. So I just like, I'll be the broker. But now that I've like learned and grown, and I see the value. So
make sure that you add value to that team.
No, definitely. So I'm going back, I'm backtracking, I'm learning myself, and then we just going to grow together. So that's how you do it. Sometimes you got to step back to,
absolutely,
run forward. Yeah, this is great. This is nice. Okay, let's talk about the other side now real quick. Other side. We talked about spec houses and everything, and then the other side is custom. No, we did both. We talked about both.
Custom.
Yeah, okay, so on the custom build side, that would be like, I want you to build my house. So how does that process, is it like a consultation, or they just tell you what they want and you figure it out?
Consultation is the very first step. We set up a consultation and we just go over the basic things. If you want any upgrades, how many bedrooms and bathrooms you're looking for, if you have a lot, financing, all the preliminary things will be discussed in that first meeting. Following that meeting, everybody goes into the design phase, which is a very intricate phase. Like, these design meetings are intense. You get to pick all of your selections, from your hardware to your exterior finishes, all of it. So those are like a couple set of 3 to 4 meetings, just depending on what design you want in your house. And then
this is a series. Like, this is not like you just have a conversation and
no, this is a whole process that you're literally met by a LDH member every step of the way. Like we
Okay.
carry.
So
every
let's just
step of
say
the way.
it's nothing goes wrong. It's clean. Everything's just. It takes 3 months. How many times, like, how frequently would you be meeting in those 3 months? So to say.
So once you're out of the design phase, like you're basically just met with weekly and biweekly updates of what's going on in your house. Like permitting was complete this week. We put the drywall up this week. Like you're just constantly getting updates on a weekly and biweekly basis, just based on what's happening throughout the build. But meetings per se, like after your design meeting and your contract is signed and all that, it's not a whole bunch of like meetings.
I get it. Okay. And the meetings there, like they have to come in to like an office, or are these on Zoom? Or?
No, we do them on Zoom. We can come to you.
Oh, you'll go to their house.
Us. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
We meet you halfway.
Okay, so last few questions. So if I want like a out of the top, over the top build, would you kind of have to advise them on like, look, you need this size lot, and like, how do you allocate the funds there when they give you their overall budget? How do you determine, look, that's not gonna work, or okay, we can make that work?
I mean, it's in my head, I can make anything work for the customer.
So you would it would be a matter of like you could help them scale down maybe the design. You wouldn't just shoot it out.
Yeah, and that might not even be me. That might be the design department that's downsizing on their one idea if they have a specific budget that they want to fit in.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we just want to make the customer happy, regardless of the budget. If this hardware is too expensive, we can try this one that looks exact similar. So it's like we're gonna make it work for the customer.
That's the consultation, kind of pricing and all out.
Yeah.
All right, so and then the last, bring it home. If I'm purchasing one of your spec houses, right? Even if I'm purchasing one of your custom houses and you already started, you're almost done, but I say, I want brown floor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how does that work if someone wants to like change their mind or change something along the way?
Yeah, I want to say that it depends on what phase they come in, but at the end of the day, if there's something that they want and it's something that we can change, we'll absolutely change it.
Even spec? Like it's your build now?
Even spec.
Okay.
I mean, like, we're not going to blow out any walls or anything, but like if there's something that we can fix, like the tile or something, we can pick it up, and you want something else, we'll do it to make the customer happy. It might be an upcharge, but it's whatever to make the customer happy at the end of the day.
Okay. I mean, my last question is kind of like a throw because I'm gonna ask it anyway. I'll do that. I asked the question anyway, even though I'll throw it away. I was gonna ask, like, so if they want to take a spec and like modify it, like I want this spec, but I don't want this all in the kitchen. Like you would kind of advise on that, and you have the ability to work with them on that, or that changes things.
I mean,
like I came into your open house. I'm like, look, he loves it. He hates that wall.
Yeah.
Get rid of that wall. Could you take that back down before you finish to do anything else? Like, how does that?
Absolutely. I mean, it's whatever to make the customer happy.
That's all I wanted to show. That's all I wanted to show.
To make the customer happy.
All right,
at the end of the day, if you don't want this wall in your house, I'm going to be like, oh, I'm sad to take that wall out, but the wall got to go.
Okay. I mean, I feel like those are the base questions that people would ask if they're considering building a house. Like anything that you get asked a lot that maybe like people wouldn't know that to ask. Like,
I would just say like.
Or any final, what would you leave the people with? Like, I want to build a house. I want to buy a new house. Like, oh, sorry. So sorry. One more random pop-up question before you close out so that I could, just close it. All right. So what would you say, if you can say, would be the main benefit because you're a realtor, between seeing people purchase a house that's just done, it's an old house just done, purchasing a fully renovated house versus purchasing a new house. Okay. Sorry. Too many options. Take one off. Let's just call it purchasing a house that was newly built versus purchasing a house that's currently being built, and then we'll plug in this house has been here.
Yeah. So number one, wouldn't you want a house that you can literally customize every single thing from the front door to the back door to the tub to the paint
versus
wall,
having to renovate?
Having to renovate or even live in something that somebody else has lived in. Yeah. I know me. I like something that's brand new, spick and span, everything shiny, brand new appliances, like. That's what you get when you get a new construction home. Yeah. You get to build it exactly the way that you envision it. And who wouldn't want to build their dream home?
That's true, because even in a renovation, like you couldn't say, I want the kitchen here, I want the stove on the left.
You still have constraints.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're fixing something that's already been built, you still have constraints. So start from scratch. And it's really not as expensive as you guys think it is. Yeah. It's very much within your reach.
That's it. Okay, and then so... it sounds like purchasing something and waiting for it to be built is cheaper than purchasing something that was just built and you're buying it in a Okay.
I think so. I think that you cracked the code with that.
There you have it. Okay. There you have it. So it's looking like the move is
New
buy
construction
land,
is the move.
Yeah, new construction is the move. All right, how do people find you? How do people reach you? I forgot the question you were answering before I cut you off. I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay.
But how do people reach you?
You can reach me my phone number, Instagram.
Okay, you gotta say it so I can we could put it right
Oh.
there. Yeah,
Lifestyle Design Homes.
that's good.
Jaden the Realtor. 239-572.
That was bad. That was bad. Run it back. Run it back. That was bad. Run it back.
I don't know the number off my head.
I got you. Hold on. I got you. All right.
No, 239-372-5855.
Boom. That's it. All right. So you heard it here first, and you're on the West Coast.
I'm on the West Coast. I'm on this coast. I'm
You service all
bi-coastal.
areas.
I service
Okay.
Miami, Broward, Lee, Collier, West Palm.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Okay. There you go. There you have it. Call Jaden. Call me first too, cause I'll plug you in.
Plug me
Either way,
in.
hit us up. If you want to ask more questions about new construction, ask either of us. We could call her back and do part 2. I feel like that was it. Thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate it.
having me.
She's moving tomorrow, so that's dedication that you even took the time and
I had to.
yes, this is wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
But then busy.